kindly find me there.
I know. You want to talk about what I did in Eldoret. Wait a minute. That guy had a license from NACADA. NACADA has not licensed pornography. So if you are calling a license to carry a business, here you have a license to do broadcasting. Should you decide to do otherwise and start now selling mandazi and other things, then somebody has to take action. Like CCK say, hey, wait a minute, what did we agree you do, man? You put good stuff on here like we are doing now. But now, if you are licensed to sell alcohol, to dispense alcohol in a civilized manner, in a place that's secure, had hygienic conditions, then you decide to come and display 14-year-old, 16-year-old girls from the neighboring country, and you are a big daddy there like me, I said, and then you are there and you are clapping, and you think that is your right, then the person who gave you the license and who made you do that comes in and tells you, wait a minute, my license did not cover this particular activity. All it meant that people enjoy their beer, their wine, their spirit, their brandies, and that is what we did. I have seen one of the governors who is my friend, who is not very comfortable. He better be uncomfortable because so far, under Article 390-391, the interpretation of the statutes, if you don't have a county law, then the national law applies. It's only Kiambu who have a law. It's only Kiambu. The other governors have not enacted their laws.
But who are the enforcers of this law?
Police.
And therefore, NACADA, back to the point that some people are making on Twitter and elsewhere, which is that NACADA is stepping outside of its mandate in acting as an enforcer.
You see, there are two ways to campaign. You can do it the better way Kenyans know, cut leaves and become an environmentally friendly, and see Muthutho here, or like the former boss of the anti-corruption going to demonstrate to the land's office. That's a way of campaigning. Or you can campaign by calling it the way we are carrying it out. Or you can stay in the boardroom and call people for coffee and enjoy yourself and have the slides. What Kenyans want is action. The Kenyans are tired of being told so many are dying, so many are doing this. Just show them, this is Eldoret, that you, Kitale, Bungoma, Mumias, wherever you are, if you are conducting pornography in a club and thinking that you are within the rights to enjoy NACADA licenses, it will not be allowed. And since you can afford my transport to Kitale, to Eldoret, or Kitale another place, and I'm your employee, I have to go there and do the campaign. I was there in full glare of the media. I didn't hide. I saw a very misplaced person saying that I went to ask for a bribe. How do you ask for a bribe, even if you are to? In full cameras. All the stations were there and they were watching, and they were there before I even got there. All the cops were there. We had about 25 of them that went to that particular club. And by the way, before I spoil somebody else's party, you guys in Nairobi better know we are coming. We are not going to have you flout the laws just because you're in Westlands and you think you have your breakfast with our Lord Jesus Christ, that you can't come. I'm coming.
Now, one of the things that people are having a problem with is the privacy. And according to Chapter 4, Bill of Rights, it says, every person has the right to privacy, which includes the right not to have their person, home, or property searched, their possessions seized, information relating to their family or private affairs unnecessarily required or revealed. One of the things that is to be enforced is in your car being stopped and people checking your, or rather the authorities checking your drink. Isn't that invasion?
Let me first of all clarify. The only person to be checked is the driver of the car. If you have an open drink, or water pretending to be mineral water, and then that is or tea or coffee, and it's actually brandy, you go to jail. Because we don't want you to get home, we don't want you to die. But what you are calling the contents of your boot, unless it's a contraband, nobody has a right to come and check you out. It's not. This is not the U.S. law. I said again, the Nyambane case. The law you are quoting is from U.S. If you have 3 states, and the state at the middle does not allow alcohol drinking on a Sunday, which is quite common in U.S., and you happen to drive across the states, and in your boot you have drinks, then you are arrested outrightly. You're supposed to buy across when you get there. In our case here, we are only interested in the driver of that particular car, all those opened drinks. But if you are transporting your drinks, surely who is interested with that kind of thing?
What about my home, Chairman?
How does your home come
No
in?
one comes to check.
How does somebody come
to
in
ring your
home?
door?
There's a lot of
Yes.
speculation.
Yes.
People are saying people will, the authorities will come to your home and
They
check.
want to invite the police to come and spoil their party. I'm telling them, you're inviting them for nothing. The law here is very clear to sell. Are you selling alcohol in your home?
No.
So why? How do
You
they
have
come in?
no need to
They
worry.
have no business. Why are you worried? This is authorized to sell. You, for the 1,000 shillings permit, if you are not selling, relax, enjoy your drink. And remember, never noise, even when it's very good. That one, you have to respect somebody else's right. Let me tell you, this is one of the new laws that have been done under the new constitution, the Muthutho laws. And any law that flies on the face of the Bill of Rights will never be enacted in Parliament. It will not. There are so many technicians there and technocrats out there in Parliament that such that you will not be allowed to enact a law that truly infringes on personal rights of any particular person. For this law to have been done as early as that 2010 and passed, then it shows when the Constitution was red hot, fresh, like a fresh cake. It was fresh that particular time. And this law is fresh. If you look through the statutes of 1907, the statutes of 1922, 40, that in 1955, and so forth, 1960s, including some you don't talk about, which is say an African is not supposed to take beer. You know, that used to be in the books. All those things went and they disappeared with the old regimes. So the law we are discussing now here has been tested for constitutionality. But if any Kenyan feels that his right is being infringed by any specification or provision in any of these statutes, then it's free to apply, really. And that particular section will be knocked off. I want to report here that no section of this law so far has been repealed in the Constitutional Court as flying on the face of the Constitution, any section, particularly the Bill of Rights. And for Kenyans, enjoy the party. But if you're going to sell drinks in your neighborhood, in the Kawangware, in Lavington, in Thika, in whatever, then get the 1,000 shillings permit. So the police, if you're inviting them to come and check your wardrobe, that's your private arrangement with them. Continue enjoying that party if that is your style. But my style is have a very Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
Enjoy yourself. Have those parties. And after all, I attended one in Kiambu Muthutho Estate yesterday.
Yes.
There was no alcohol and there were so many people. I didn't see any police. But the organizers didn't want alcohol there. And before you even think it is fashionable.
Maybe they knew you're coming.
No,
That's where
No?
the best.
No, I attended one too at the State House. I don't want to see what I did.
All right.
But there was no alcohol, and there were very many dignitaries from all over the world. Yeah, so, my friend, you can still enjoy the party without alcohol anyway.
Which is
but
why
if you must have alcohol,
Yes.
and we are going to party here after when we are off here,
Yes.
and we are going
We
to
use
party with chocolate,
Dorman's coffee.
Dorman's coffee.
Yes, which we got for you.
Yes, and
The
it's
drinks
right
are on the
here.
house.
It's
The
right
guy
here.
suggested.
It's right here. So you can do it right.
Yes.
So if you want to go to Kamatha, the primary school, and you are going to party, and you are going to sell alcohol, just get a permit. And that's it.
All right.
Finally, as sort of we head towards the top of the hour, lots of questions coming in. Not all of them we can put up, but many times the repetition of the question around rehabilitation. Vic Temple saying NACADA is going to conduct massive rehabilitation. How? Let's just put that very, very quickly to you. How are you going to conduct massive rehabilitation? You pointed out that there's a problem in Kenya with drinking and with alcohol abuse, also with substance abuse, drug abuse. How exactly are you going to rehabilitate people?
I'm giving you an early edition of what is going to happen. We are going to make rehabilitation affordable, even if its intended camps. All those people who are qualified in rehabilitation, we are going to use very sophisticated pharmacological preparations. We are going to use the best technologies available, but all the time knowing that Kenyans can't afford more than 30,000 per month, the ones who are going to go for rehabilitation. And even then, somebody should be able to get a facility or a loan or something, because let us not condemn our own people. Let us not leave our best brains to rot because of our rehabilitation. So people who are running rehabilitation places, I thank you. You are doing a good job. But charging at the prices you are charging, you are telling people you die if you don't have the money. We want every Kenyan to afford rehabilitation through the government, through NACADA. And we'll be seeking support through the budget system so that we have to do it in some of the government properties, using NYS, not to harass, but to go through all that, using churches like Catholic Church, who have very good medical missionaries, and everybody going to have a chance next year, 2014, God willing, and pray for all of us to go through rehabilitation.